Yo, we just people from the north side. Once the Timmy's hit the shore fine. Winter ready on the four ties. Heavy traffic during 4-5. Gotta hustle on your own time. Color people every port side. We just people from the north side.
Oh, this is nice. This is nice. Ladies and gentlemen, George Mackay here, Straight Talk Wrestling. I always get one of these Sabo hugs. They're always fun. Look at that being given direction. Like I've been doing this for 10 fucking years. Where are you going? Let's get back in here.
I'm the quiet one.
Connors, New Hook, Sabotage. Now, the last time we spoke was at a Destiny Wrestling show literally 2 years ago. A lot has happened. We talked about Sade. I learned that you love Merle Hager. There's a whole lot of things that happened in that conversation. We also learned a very important lesson about the statute of limitations on Grand Theft Barbecue. We learned about those.
Read up, kids.
Very much so. They're huge. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch the archives. Because the first conversation we did was a telephone conversation, and it was horrible. I was just starting out. I was asking all the questions. Who's on your Mount Rushmore? And now stupid fucking shit. If you're a starting out podcaster, don't do that shit. It's garbage. Have ever-evolving conversations, and that's where we're at. So first thing I got to talk about, breaking news. North Pro. You guys own it.
Huh?
Am I kayfabing?
I only get a sweater out of it. Yeah. Yeah, we own it.
I thought I was literally this close to falling for it. Fucking jackasses. All right, so you own literally the biggest promotion out in your little part of the rock, the island. What was it like?
The Rock? No. I'm from Newfoundland. We live in the Maritimes.
I understand that.
So the Maritimes is an island.
I know, but I'm saying the rock. Like you're part of the rock.
I'm part of the Rock.
Yeah, you're part of the
North
rock.
Pro isn't.
Okay, so North Pro's not part of the rock. You know what, guys? Okay, just listen to the Classified song. It explains everything, okay? Kitchen parties, all of it explains it all, okay? And they got a whole lot of. That's how I learned about the Maritimes. Kitchen parties. I learned about these things. You know, bologna is steak to most people over there.
Bologna ends. Fried bologna ends.
Fried bologna ends
With mustard.
with mustard. Has to be mustard.
Honey mustard.
Or a good spicy Dijon.
I hope you guys at least use French's. I hope you're supporting Canadian with 25% tariffs. We can't take that risk,
French's
gentlemen.
mustard, but I still can only do Heinz ketchup.
There's nothing wrong with that. I understand it. French's ketchup is it sucks. It does. It is very vinegary. And that's why I prefer Lay's ketchup chips as opposed to Old Dutch ketchup chips, because Old Dutch ketchup chips Old Dutch ketchup chips are trash.
Okay, so how do I like Old Dutch ketchup chips?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, some people get dropped on their heads when they're babies.
Something to do with being from the Rock.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, fucking right. Anyway, back up.
Well, yeah, we do own North Pro now. We bought it October 4th from the previous owner, and now
Might not be an owner after.
but now we are planning, and we want to build up the Maritimes and give it a proper stage for more talent to come from all over and to really showcase their abilities.
I love that. And it's great when talent who have performed there so well, and it's been kind of, I guess, gifted from owner to talent that is now the owners of the company. You guys can still keep the heritage and the legacy alive, but build something new in your own image. So what's that like when you kind of take a built-in brand like North Pro, and you know you're the next step of its evolution? Who wants to answer? Who's going to answer?
There was a point. So we helped build the company like collectively. There was a handful of us that like put this together, started from the ground up, and when it came to the point where it was going to be sold, they wanted to keep it within house. You know, like the people who originally kind of helped build the foundation of what it is, and. So when that came up, it was just like a no-brainer. Because, like, truth be told, like, I was done. I was ready to pack
I remember
it in.
he was on a singles run.
I was ready to burn my fucking boots. Like, I was done.
Okay.
Like, all together. And then this popped up, and we had just finished our feud, and, you know, so we were just coming back together and stuff. The opportunity to buy the company came up, and it was just like this switch. We looked at each other, we have to fucking do this. Like, we have to. So... with that, it's been kind of it's been a road, but it's such a rejuvenating feeling to know that like you have the steering wheel of our own creative vision. We don't have to have permission to be like, hey, can we do this now? So we have the opportunity to build the stage that we visualize for what's coming next, you know, behind us. Like I got way more days behind me than I do in front of me in the ring. So now, that's my drive, is to finish out strong, whenever that may be, and push this stage, start collaborating, the talent exchange thing. You know, we're getting top talent from Ontario coming down to the Maritimes, and then vice versa. Like, when's the last time that's happened done properly?
I don't think ever. Done properly, I don't think ever.
Okay, sorry, yeah, done properly.
Yeah, we have to mention done properly. But I mean, and that's great that you guys can spearhead that. And I have to actually pose this question to you because you mentioned the creative freedom, and I have to ask: now that you're kind of in charge and running things, are you looking at matches that were never put together or feuds that weren't successful their first run around, thinking you might be able to bring that storyline back and try it in your own new, different, exciting way?
Absolutely. The one thing that we've learned over the past few months since we've purchased North Pro was a lot of talent have come to us and have voiced their opinions and their frustrations about other places. They come to us because we are workers. We're not just the owner of a company or anything like that. We're workers, and we know.
It's like the hair club for men. I'm not just the president. I'm also a member.
What are you trying to say, man? Jeez.
I didn't say anything. See, this is the problem with you. You assume, and you took the hat off, and that's on you. I own it. I wear it like a badge of fucking honor. Before I met my wife, here. Before I had my kids, here. After 2 daughters, here. I own it. I rock it. But you know what? I look fucking good.
You do.
I do. And I'm not your average sexiness. I'm just adorable. Anyway.
That's one of the nicest things is workers are coming to us, and not that they're complaining, but they're not complaining, they're just voicing opinions and stuff, but they're coming to us with the trust and knowing that we have plans for storylines and ideas, and when we come to them with an idea for a spot in a match, it's not because we want to see it done, or we understand everything that we present to them. And we've gone to a few talent now and said, hey, we are going to lock you in for the next 6 months of storytelling because we want to do something with you. And the eyes light up. And they're like, oh, we get something to sink our teeth into. It's not just a one-off match where you got to shoot a promo going, I'm going to beat you up. Now we get to bring in emotions. We get to bring in callbacks, like you said. We get to run back things that didn't really work out the first time at other places or with us. But now that we're in control of it, we get to run it back. And we have, we've taken things from what we've learned here in Ontario. Companies here have the big whiteboard and all the details for all the talent. I won't go into too many details, but it's not going to. I dislike going to a venue or a show that doesn't have a match card up. And you got to go walking around and asking like that. But people come to our shows and they go, "What's that?" And it's like, "Oh, it's a board. So if you got a move that you want to protect and you don't want somebody else to do it, write it in your spot. First come, first serve, unless you're the main event." And then everybody.
Because the main event at that point we get the trump. So if the main event guy comes in and says, "Listen, my finisher is a package pile driver," well, match number 2 is doing a package pile driver, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Match number 2 is now going to do a kick to the face, and that's
They'll
it.
figure something out.
Yeah.
They'll figure something out because there's a totem pole, there's a hierarchy on a card, and if you don't know what your position is on the card, or if you don't understand that you are not number one every show, then I don't know what we can do with you. We need people that are team players that understand that at some point, NASCAR racing. You have 2 people in a team. One is just used to help get that main guy, that last slingshot coming around that last turn to go. Know your role, and it won't be that role always. But every card needs certain people to do certain things.
Now, was when you guys purchased the company, I'm going to have to ask this, I'm not much for drama, but I am curious because I've never actually dealt with someone who's purchased a company before from the old owner. Were there some members of the roster or talent that maybe said goodbye to North Pro because they weren't happy with who selected it?
We gained people.
So people that had originally said,
I don't want to work at North Pro because of different previous stuff.
They came back.
They came to us.
Wow.
They were like, hey, or we want to come to you guys now. Like, they've never worked for them before because they just had differences between other people. Whatever it is, it's not our story and we don't know it. But getting messages from people that wouldn't work there before show it put a bit of trust in us, I guess.
Yeah.
Because they're like, hey, and then there's, fuck, I'm pulling back the curtain for a second. There's people that have messaged us and being like, I don't want to work for this company anymore because they don't understand it and it's all about themselves. I want to come work for you and start at the bottom and work my way up. That's what he said to me instantly on the card. I knew I'd figure out getting the money for him, but I didn't have the space on the card. I had it all locked down. I was very happy with the card, and so was he. But I was like, I made an executive decision because there's times that we both know we can make decisions without messaging each other. because we think the same so much.
It is ridiculous how much you two think alike. It's almost creepy. It's almost like two sides of the same coin. I would say it's two-faced. You have Harvey Dent, and you have the burn victim. And it's nothing bad. The burn victim has a lot of moxie, a lot of layers. I mean, yeah, there's some skin layers that are gone, but a lot of layers, okay? I mean, Sensitive, Merle Haggard, Sade, Candles. These things don't happen overnight, ladies and gentlemen. You have to earn your way up to Merle Haggard. You can't just wake up and be like, I'm going to listen to the Haggard. You have the fucking right. I do. I'm grandfathered in. I've been screeched in. I've been screeched in. Now, I do want to ask this because I think it's refreshing when I look at wrestlers that came up through the system, understand the system, have been an import to different provinces, have been an export, so forth and so on, get to bring in talent, but also get to bring in talent with the right mindset of if I bring in, say, a Johnny DeLuca. Johnny DeLuca comes over here. PWO shares their champion with us. He comes over to North Pro. I could put him together with someone he's never faced, but I know their symmetry and their chemistry is going to flourish. How exciting is that for you guys? I'm gonna pose this to you.
If I could be any color right now, it just matches sweater. It's overwhelming, man. Like,
Is it because the questions are so awesome?
yes. And now we're done.
You prick. Correction, ladies and gentlemen. Grant Theft Barbecue is not exceeding the statute of limitations.
Hot topic, folks. Dad jokes. No, it's overwhelming, the fact that, like, I'll go back to the creative vision. Like, we have developed these close relationships with all these people. We know they're we don't know the creative direction, but we know what they can do, what they're capable of, and we trust what they do. We watch them because we're fans. You know what I mean? Like, their shit is captivating. So, like, why would I not want to have our guys work in conjunction with the people that we're out here, like, popping over in the like these guys are amazing. Like, why would no one want to intermingle your homies with these homies and have, like, crazy matches that people are just gonna, it's just better for everybody. All the guys are getting work new people, they're making different money, getting to travel with different people to different towns, different cities, different countries, wherever. Like, it's just a no-brainer, and it's frustrating because I don't know why it hasn't been done sooner, or again, done right. But we got our foot on the gas pedal, and, like, I'm not letting fucking off. Like, we're fucking going, bro. Like, it's happening.
That's how it is that scenario that you just said happened.
Yeah. That sounds like it's over.
Yeah, that exact scenario happened, and it's like, and
That
then
was a banger.
no, it hasn't happened yet.
But it's going to happen,
It's
and
going
you know
to.
it's going to be a banger.
Absolutely. As soon as I put the two names together, I was like, oh, that's going to be a show stealer. And then the best part is like, with the talent exchange, we're bringing down more people in May, along with DeLuca. And if this comes out before that, I don't care. We've already announced the show is happening, so. But we're bringing down Ontario people. I won't say the other names that we're bringing down, but the fact that I get to mix that crew with our crew on 2 nights, not just one. I get to do a double shot with these guys, and now I don't have to give them the same match. The second night is completely overhauled and completely different. So everybody gets to experience everybody else, and literally, like, at first I had to switch something for the second night, and I was very frustrated because I was like, it doesn't look right. And I kept sitting back. I was like, no. I stepped away for a second, smoked a joint, came back, sat down, looked at the card, and I just literally went and switched 2 names, and I just went, perfect. I was like, I got to fix it. Yeah. So that exact scenario happened, and the best part is like there's more talks of trying to bring other companies in Canada into that talent exchange mix.
Well, that was going to be my next question. So we've already got the I guess the border set up, if you will. Their crossing is happening. There's no 25% tariffs here, ladies and gentlemen. But the other companies that you're looking at, are you looking at companies on the West Coast? Are you looking at companies more central Canada? Are we looking at companies that, like, I mean, all Canada? So, I mean, you've even got the people that do the death tours. Like, you've got, like, those type of, and that's what I think is truly special. So now we're going to have an almost inner working in Canada of working together. So it's like, hey, the Maritime boys can go to the BC, and guess what? It's almost like a foreign exchange program between provinces. And it sounds like such a simple idea, yet no one could put their egos aside long enough to make it happen properly.
The whole thing, like, we've been trying to do this for about 6 years now. We've been trying to get every other company, and like, we go to one company many times, they don't want to do it because they've tried it before and they got screwed over and they didn't get a proper exchange and everything. It's okay, fine. And then I stepped back and looked at who the people that I was trying to get them to do this, and none of them were workers. And I was like, oh, wait, hold on. They're not looking at it from the grand scheme of it all, and it's not going to pop off on one show. We need to build it. So then I was like, wait, I'm a worker. Connors is a worker. We signed the contract on October 4th. Well, before October 4th for that company. We took control October 4th. October 7th, I was messaging Travis going, hey, what do you think about the talent exchange program? And he's like, I like it. Let me run it by the boys. And then he ran by the boys, and then it was just a unanimous yes.
Right on. And what about, like, have we reached out to Quebec, which has a huge scene, much like itself in Ontario, where the talent exchange is there? Have we reached out to some companies in Quebec? I mean, I don't want to sprinkle everything.
Well, we technically already do a one-sided talent exchange with a different company up in Quebec, and it's just like, we're going to have a conversation and try to figure out how to get our boys up there as well. But it's like, if that's not the case, then not with the workers. But like, why am I helping represent another company if they're not helping represent us?
Yeah, it's got to be a little tit for tat.
Exactly. So it's like, you know what? Break that.
Is it hard to put aside, because now you have to put your business owner hat on when you're having conversations with these promoters, where before you were dealing with a promoter as a talent, now you're dealing with a booker as a booker. Is it hard to separate the two?
I don't find. Again, because we always had this vision, like, to be able to do this. So as we were, I felt as we were, like, doing what we were doing for the past at least 6 years, we were like, man, wouldn't it be cool if we could do this? Or wouldn't it be cool if we can do that? And it's on top of, like, just having our in-ring direction. But I was like, man, like, wouldn't it be, like, super rad if we could just, take this whole storyline and broaden it and, like, do the chase, like the old territory stuff, and, like, you know what I mean, like, all that shit, like chase the champions around again, you know what I mean, like, oh fuck, he was here in Halifax this night, no, he's in Montreal this night, and or like within the Maritimes, or even with up here, like it's I don't know, it's just, again, it's a no-brainer for me, but it's yeah, I love it.
It's not.
Again, I'm the quiet one, so you're asking me for, like, long-winded questions.
But I'm not asking for long-winded questions. Yes, we've talked about the barbecue. Stop. I mean, that's like, it's your one glory thing. It's like the one thing you got to hang on. I stole a charcoal fucking barbecue, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, it wasn't even propane or natural gas. It was a fucking charcoal one. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Step up your game.
That's right. Step it up. Step it up. Take it to the streets. Those underrated movie. Okay, Step Up 2. Take it to the streets. Great movie. Yeah. No Channing Tatum in it, so I can dig it.
But when you asked about is it hard to have those conversations now? It's not, because it would have been 6 years ago, I think. But now that we've been 10 years in, and there's been multiple situations and scenarios in our career, we've had to stand next to each other, where someone's tried to fuck us over, where someone's tried to short us, where someone's tried to just do nasty shit to us. And then it's like, as soon as we stand next to each other, they back away. There's two of you. There was a promoter that shorted us $20 each, and we're like, okay, whatever, maybe it was a mistake, bill slip, whatever. So we went to the office that he was paying out of, and I walked in to talk to him, and as I'm walking in, he's like, hey guys, I'm short, everything like that. And Connors walked in, and out of respect to everybody else and our conversation, as he walked in, he locked the door. Apparently that's intimidating with 6'2", 240-pound people and covered in tattoos. It was not the intention to scare the guy.
No, it wasn't, but I could see it.
But as soon as the lock, and now this is happening behind me. All I hear is click. So I don't know what it was, but I hear click, and he goes, and the promoter goes, here you go, and puts out the money. And then I turn around, and his hand is still on the lock, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? So we went out and he explained it, and I was like, oh wow. So then a few years ago, actually last year, a similar situation had to happen, and then it reminded my mind. So I was like, hit the lock. We walked in, door shut. Lock happened, 2-second conversation. 2 seconds. We don't view ourselves as intimidating big guys, but we've been told that when we move with a purpose, we are scary. Like when we got screwed over by Flair, when we left the kiosk where we're getting screwed over at and went back through security and down to the main kiosks, I bypassed all the people. There was like 40 people in line. He lost me because I was walking so fast. No, I walked right up to the manager, and she saw me coming. Like, I had the pink, and as soon as we locked eyes, I walked right up, and I went, I'm not angry at you, but I'm very angry, and the anger that's coming out is not directed towards you, but let's talk. And then went bop, 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 showed her the video, and the other guy, and the worst part was the guy that screwed us over and that didn't treat us like humans, she told us that he now has to have more training, personal, like, customer service training. Sure. And then, but he told me not to do it, but I wanted to because he was there to check in the other flight as well.
Oh, yeah.
So there was other people, so we went to the other kiosk, but I wanted to go up and get checked in. As he scans us, I just want to look at him and go, "You're in trouble," and walk away. Connor's just like, they give us emergency.
He sounds like my wife, and you sound like me. Yeah. Like whenever I go to a conversation where I have to talk to my kids' principals, this happened. And I was talking to my kid's principal, and so my wife was there via Zoom, and well, hold on, let me just play it.
Her or your wife?
My wife. Okay. My wife. I could see it, but so she was. I haven't put a ring on. I mean, fuck, you got to earn it. That's all I gotta say. But so we sat down, and I looked at the principal, and I said, okay, so I'm just gonna get this out there. I don't like you already because I don't like your job. And the reason why I say this is because I have a huge authority problem. So your job demands respect, and I don't do that. And I looked at her teacher. I said, I also don't like you or your job because your job commands respect. Just understand I have an authority problem. So even though I dislike you people in your job roles, I don't have a mind with either of you. But this is my kid. So if I don't feel like the conversation is going to be reciprocated the right way, there will be, a higher extent of what's going to happen. And then my wife was on Zoom because she couldn't make it that day because she was at work herself. She just said, on behalf of my husband, I would like to apologize. So that's kind of like you saying, let's just get on the plane.
So you do sound his like.
Yeah.
You do sound like.
Yeah. I've done that a few times. Listen, I'm not mad at you.
Yep.
But I want to let you know I am frustrated with Johnny over here because Johnny was a fucking dick, and Johnny needs to get punched in the fucking head. And then my wife. I just want to apologize. Yeah.
I'll cut the crust off.
Do you guys want to come? I just made some peach cobbler. Yeah. I just made a little peach cobbler.
Took it out of the oven, guys.
I heated some steaks on the barbecue I stole years ago. Yeah, I can, got some Sade's greatest hits for you. Do you want an Epsom salt back? But you know what? When emotions get the best and when you see stuff coming together, that's what's the most exciting part about being a fan and being a booker, because you're getting to put together these matches that aren't an everyday occurrence. So when you put together these matches for the first time, like you said, it hasn't happened yet. You're just putting all the ducks in a row.
No, we've had 2 shows.
No, I know, but the meat and potatoes of situation, the payoffs haven't happened.
Yes.
So I want to talk in the future when the payoffs of these stories that you're setting up now happen. Yeah. Are you both going to be in Gorilla and just doing one of these?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah. Or sometimes at certain locations we go by the bar because like the crowd can't see. It's kind of like a smaller, London Music Hall.
Yeah.
So like there's a bar like underneath the overpass on the overthing.
Right,
There's like one like that, right? So you can get in there a little darker, so fans can't see anything to do. Who cares? So yeah.
Like somewhere that Diddy would take someone.
Whoa!
Whooshing!
I don't have any baby oil whatsoever in Gorilla.
There's not any baby oil to be had. He had it all.
Maybe I got it in the hot stuff.
That's what I'm telling you.
But the best thing, like the past 10 years, it's been amazing to have creative freedom for our matches. But at most, on average, it's 15 minutes. Now, Connors and myself, and we've said it when we created cards, it's like now we have the ability to create for 2.5 hours. To create art for 2.5 hours. We're not creating the art.
Juxtaposition.
We're not creating the art, but now we have the ability to give people the avenues. We're laying the bricks. I don't know how to explain it properly, but
the
like
paintbrushes are here.
Yeah.
You dip them in water. Now
Yeah.
you're letting the canvases be painted by themselves.
Yes.
Colors.
Yeah.
Here's your canvas.
Yeah.
Your thing.
I love it. Here's
Happy little trees.
It's so like I don't know how many times I've like created a card and sent it off to Connors, or he sent one to me, and it's just like we agree or we tweak and stuff like that. And
Have
then
you ever
it goes,
sent cards to each other that look exactly the same, and you're like, "Yo, that's crazy."
Not yet, but I guarantee you it's probably
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen once.
very kind of though. You've messaged me before and been like, "Hey, we should do this match, this match, this match, this match, and this match." And I screenshot the card and sent it to him.
It's happening.
And I'm like, "It's already there, bro." And it's like,
going on.
so it's just that creative freedom of like, it's just so fulfilling because like I'm a huge movie buff. He loves movies. He's a huge music buff. I love he's music one, and I love music. But we get to put these two together basically and create like a concert, an event. Not just a wrestling show. Like soon we're going to be working on bringing bands in. We're going to be doing a thing where we have tattoo artists on the stage tattooing fans while the show is going on.
This is something new that I've heard about. I even heard WWE has it for the WrestleMania
fan
experience.
But
You can get a fucking tattoo from like Rhea Ripley's artist. That's fucking crazy.
But we're going to let the fans still watch the show while they're getting tattooed.
Now, see, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the stuff that we're working on, and it's not, we thought that's going to be really difficult, but we contacted our tattoo artists that we know, and they're like, oh, it's basically just go to the health board and explain it like a convention. Explaining like a tattoo convention.
Because a tattoo convention, you can tattoo as long as everybody's above board.
Exactly. As long as as long as they have their paperwork, there shouldn't be any issues.
So that should be like a really cool VIP seat.
That will be.
Like, yeah, it's going to take.
Draw type thing.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
but it's only going to be one tattoo per show, I would assume.
No, we'll do 4 half-hour blasters.
Oh, okay. So it's just something quick, short, sweet, simple.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
No.
Not just little flash things, right? Just
Okay.
Just 4 blasters, and then like we'll do a draw, 4 people, and then what we do is we take. So what we've been doing lately is not lately. It happened once, but we're doing charity drives on each show that we do in Moncton right now. The first one was for a women's shelter in Shediac. And we raised $215 for there. And then we're matching it, so it'll be like $430. Get it to them, and then they can buy anything that they need for the women's shelter. The next one coming up, I think we're going to do the school food bank. I think
Probably the food bank, and then in the spring we might do like a school drive where you fill up the little pencil case or a book bag and shit like that, just for like.
around we can have it to deliver to schools and stuff like that.
That's awesome.
So like that's another thing that we want to do is just we don't want to be wrestlers and bookers and stuff and be like, hey, come spend your money at our show and then buy. We want to be integrated into all the communities that we perform at because they support us. Why can't we support them? Speaking of which, Keith Bush's kid Nick, we're sponsoring him. He's a track and field guy, 14 years old, young. Top 3 in nationals in his thing. He's going to his first nationals. He's qualified, everything like that. We're giving him an X amount of money for the year to help get him to certain things and stuff like that. Wow. Yeah, and then when his little sister gets a little bit older, because she's in it right now, but she's just still like she's 10 or something like that, or 12 or whatever it is. So she's getting into it, and then when she's ready to start doing the comps and the big ones and stuff like that, she's being sponsored as well.
Wow, that's incredible. Community involvement. 2 great human beings. Merle Haggard's biggest fan group. I mean, the list can go on and on of credentials that you guys are, but I do want one final question, and I'm going to let you go prepare for the rest of your day. Because you mentioned it earlier, you have more days behind you than you do in front of you in terms of a wrestling ring. As much as we want to do this forever, no one wants to be Ric Flair. You want to be able to hang it up and still be able to lift up your children or, pick up your grandchildren eventually or be there to watch other stars develop and move out of the way because you've been the spotlight, you've been the focal point. Now it's time to usher in the next generation. So when you two decide to hang up your boots, will it be one more go? Will it be a final go for Sabotage the team? Or will it be a first time ever of Connors versus New Hook? Not in the way we've seen it before, but just something special. Just a chance for you two to leave it all out there against your brother, your greatest rival, your second to none similar person. Like, how do we say goodbye to the wrestling ring?
The same way we came in together.
I like that.
And we already know exactly how we're going to do it.
Well, then just fuck right off. Here's
See you later. Welcome to Straight Talk Sabotage Wrestling.
Oh, you fucking... Oh, you Jesus. Now I don't even know if it's... Sabotage.
Yeah, we literally sabotaged the podcast.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, no, we know exactly how we're going to do it, and we've had the basis. Oh, so when we split up, we had that plan. So when we created Sabotage, that same night we created how we would destroy it.
Oh. It was almost like some people put their matches together backwards.
Yeah.
You start from the finish,
You
work your way to the finish.
put the end of Sabotage
We put our
together first
careers basically
in trajectory.
Yeah.
So this has been a plan forever.
Yep.
So 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So I know I can't do this forever.
Yeah.
Like I started.
And there's nothing worse. There's
my
nothing.
body's already fucking destroyed.
There's nothing worse than There's nothing worse than watching a movie and going, "Oh, you guys didn't plan this. You guys didn't plan this. You guys. Oh, there's a flaw there."
No, you know what's worse? The worst thing about watching a movie? You see the fucking boom mic. I went to film school. I went to film school and I see the boom mic and I get pissed off.
Yeah.
Don't listen. That's a 10, $15 million production.
Yeah.
There should be no boom mic.
No, I agree.
No,
And
okay,
like so
that's what he said.
when we, like I said, I love movies, and when the Saw franchise, the first one,
I worked on that for a day.
amazing. We'll talk about that.
Film school.
Amazing. It's flawless because it was written from the end to the beginning.
Yes.
When I latched into that, that's how we plan our matches now. Because the worst part is if so, how'd you get there? But if you go, okay, start of the match, you have an endless amount of things that you could do. So you start with, okay, we'll do this. Now when you go to that, well, then you still have an endless amount of things that you do, which is nice, but sometimes you don't need that endless amount. So we go, okay, that's the finish. There's only so many ways to get to that finish, and then we start backtracking. And as long as it all makes sense and flows, and ever since we started doing that 4 years ago,
About 4 or 5,
our anxiety is gone.
Which
like,
around that time, so 4 or 5 years ago, was around the time we started thinking like, man, if we only had our own company. So as we're starting to do this, like build our shit backwards, we're like, it all started to kind of come together, and then here we are now. But it's just a weird thing to like. No, that's fine.
Get my mic back. The juxtaposition is wild.
Yes.
It's wild. I had to take back I'm so furious. He's sitting there talking, and New Hook's like this. Like, fucking put the mic in front of his fucking face. Jesus. Did you not see me a few times? I'm trying to reach over. I don't want to be a jackass, but
you should have.
fucking Jesus.
What do you mean you didn't want to be a jackass?
Now listen, hold on a second. Just being nice. I'm being a sweetheart. Okay, final question. And this is a big one because this is always fun.
What's your name, Rushmore?
The big one.
Listen, listen. You got to say this much. You guys started in the game 10 years ago. I am on my 10th year. This September will be 10 years of Straight Talk Wrestling.
Yeah.
And it's been an up and down journey emotionally, much like you guys. It's been draining because you want to. I look back at the first 40 episodes of Straight Talk, and it was horrible. It was Raw and SmackDown reviews, just giving our opinions, and it was around episode 60. I was like, should get into the conversational side of things. Got into the conversation, and now we are literally at episode 555. It's 452 conversations. But 555 episodes. Like I said, I look at the first 50 or 60 episodes. I'm like, that's garbage. That's why when you go to Straight Talk and you look at the first episode is like episode 67. Because I got rid of all the crap before it, especially with my old co-host. I got rid of all that crap because I was like, this is garbage. It's trash. But the ebb and the flows of everything, and God knows, I will never. If anybody's in the podcasting game now still asking them Mount Rushmore, they've obviously just started or they're fucking horrible. They're fucking horrible. I'm just saying that. Runchmore. But if you're in that, it's just like when he laughed at me when I was like, I'll just get Kobe the next time. But it's because my stupid fucking autocorrect went right to Kobe and not Kobe. I spelled out Kobe like 4 times and it changed it.
Kobe? Yeah, I was like,
Yeah. Kobe's coming back. But when you look at North Pro in its first run, and I'm going to say this is like North Pro 2.0 now because you're helming the ship. When you look at North Pro 2.0, and it comes to a time where you may have to pass the torch, are you hoping to pass the torch to maybe family, or are you hoping to pass the torch to young wrestlers that you see like yourselves when you started?
All on fucking fire.
Okay.
I know who I'd like to pass it to. I'm not going to say the name. Look at me for a second. And if he watches this podcast, he's going to know.
Yeah.
So good.
I mean, he is pretty legit.
Hey!
He is pretty legit. So we'll leave it at that.
Wow.
But yes, again, working
Easter egg, ladies and gentlemen, Easter egg.
Working backwards.
Working backwards. I like that, working backwards. And that's the way you should watch this podcast, backwards. Backwards.
I'm backing out backwards.
Ladies and gentlemen, we lost audio connection. I've lost them. Sabatoge, peace, love, and wrestling. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Yo, we just people from the north side. Once the Timmy's hit the shore fine. Winter ready on the full ties. Heavy traffic during 4-5. Gotta hustle on your own time. Color people every port side. We just people from the north side.